Good day everyone. Welcome back to Educate Yourself. So, today we are continuing with the PHP conditional statements. So, the last one here is switch statement. The switch is used to perform different actions based on different conditions. So, if we have more and more conditions to satisfy with having different actions for each, we will be focusing more on switch statements other than if, else, if, etc. So here is the code that is directly implementing a switch. As you can see, we started with our PHP code or our PHP root tag. Then inside you can see the variable name as fave color is equal to red. So I declared a variable here as a fave color and assigned a value here as red. So I stopped that line there. Then as you can see, this is the switch. So whenever you need to declare a switch statement, firstly you have to write that word switch itself. Then inside the bracket you can use what is the thing that matters in your condition. So here the thing is favorite color or fave color. So this variable is the one that defines or one that decides what is the action to be performed. So here our program is simply to print the favorite color according to the variable or the value you get from the fave color. Okay, so switch inside that, this is the thing that is ruling this total program or total action inside. So we stated it there and open the braces. That means from here you are going to write the switch codes and cases alternatively. So first case, in the switch we will be having different cases and each of the cases will be actually the thing that is to be done as per the value that from the thing you are or the thing you are giving at the switch itself, okay, or the condition. So each of the inputs or the valid data should be there in the case, and then that case, if that is satisfying the condition, then that will do what the things that are written inside that case. And the main feature of this switch is actually it can translate from one to another without any restrictions. It can automatically run to or jump to the next line and continue their execution. So for that, in order to break wherever we have to or wherever we complete our task, we use the break in each statements, because as we have seen in the previous condition statements, we have one condition and having different cases for the same condition. So that time you can have their own, or these cases have their own purpose or the function or the thing to do or to print whatever. So in order to complete it there itself, neither going to the another or just making that things become complicated, you have to stick on this where is the valid case and what is the valid data or the inputs. Okay, so that when you reach at that point, you need to break from there. Otherwise what will happen, it will automatically jump and execute these normal lines, and what you will get a clumpy or crushed output. So that is not really a good practice, or that is not a invalid or a valid switch statement. So switch defines using switch, and it should be having a condition, or here our condition is about according to the favorite color. So that is what we have done here, and what can be the inputs that are coming here that can be written in cases, and for each cases after writing all its functions you have to close it or you have to break it there. Okay, at last when you can see a default here, that means when all our conditions and the valuable data or the scopeful data come, and then if they didn't satisfy any of these things, you will get some other value for this thing. You have to do some other task in order to identify that thing that is not coming under this case. You can simply write the word default here, and this can say that neither of these other cases are invalid for the input you have given there. For this case, you can see red. Red is actually a case here, right? So it will automatically print your favorite color is red. Okay, or else case, if you are giving a value other than these things, here you can see our color is, first one is red case, second case is blue, and third case is green. So if you are giving the next or the input as yellow, as you can see, this is not a valid case here. So that will automatically jump to the default statement and it will print that. So here the thing is, your favorite color is neither red, blue nor green. Okay, so this is the use of a switch statement in PHP conditional statement. So that our conditional statements are almost over. So we can jump into a new PHP, that is PHP functions. As we all know that these functions are really a very important thing and are actually being using for several times even in our programs itself. But let's see how and what is actually it is. PHP functions, we are mainly focusing on user defined functions because this PHP has already got more than 1000 built-in functions. And what is the feature of this built-in function? You can simply write or simply include that function into your script. It will automatically perform that specific task. You doesn't need to add any other things into that function, or you didn't need to override, or you doesn't need to do any corrections or adding something to that function. It will automatically have its own functions and things. So they are actually the built-in functions. So we are mainly focusing on user defined functions. Why? Because in our daily programming we will be having many more functions or problems coming together. So for that we will be giving each problem to each different modules, or that modules can be called as a functions for executing a single set of things together. Okay, so PHP user defined functions are normally used to create your own functions. User is actually us or we, so we can define our own functions for according to our scenarios and programs or problems. Okay, so a function is a block of statement that can be used repeatedly in a program. So the thing here is, if you have to work on the same task but having different values, what you all need to do, you just write a template first. Okay, so that template can simply call up each time when you need that same task, but will be having different values or different cases inside that. Okay, so that in such cases it is very nice and fine to use these kinds of functions. What a function is not just like a single code of line. It will be having a set of statements or line of codes. Okay, so these codes together will work to get the expected output. So a function will not execute automatically when a page loads. So these functions are not actually we cannot automatically call this function. Why? Because they are done only when, or they will execute only when they are called. So that means you can write it wherever in your program, that doesn't matter. Whenever you call that function by its name, it will act at that point. Okay, so a function will be executed by a call of the function. So this is very important. Actually, a function is a block of statement that can be repeatedly used in a program, and also it will be executed by a call to the function. So let's see how to create a user defined function. That is, declaration start with function. So we know that as we seen how to define a switch statement, firstly we have to write the word switch there and its condition. Okay, so like that here for defining a user defined function, you need to write the word function there for the first. Then you can write your function name. It can be anything that's upon you or upon the task you are going to do. Then this open braces, these braces are really very important. Why? Because this is the main thing, because if we having some inputs to this function, you can add them as the arguments in this. Okay, so this is actually the first line for declaring a function. And this braces, that's also very important, curly braces. Whenever you start your braces, from then your function code start to write or start to work. And when it closes, yeah, that's all about that single function. So this type of things are normally written anywhere in your program and can be called out whenever you need by using that function name. That is actually calling the function. Okay, so let's see an example. We started with our PHP function. So function means what? Yeah, you're going to define a function here. User defined function is that, and this is the name of my function, that is write MSD, write message. Okay, so this is the function because it will be having some arguments, may or may not be. You have to put these braces like this. Okay, so we started our curly brace. That means you are going to write something inside. A set of statements will be inside this that will be telling what this function is actually going to do. And after completing all that things, you can close that braces, and there we are going to print that. So this is actually the thing that I've told you to call that function. A function will be executed by a call to that function. So what we done here, we just called it. Only you have to do, just write its name, and thus that's it. It will be called out, and at this time what will happen, we'll get the function, or we'll get the output that we are expecting from this function. Okay, so this is a very simple concept. You need to define a function, and whenever you need to take the output from that or using the help of that function, what you can do, you just need to call that function. That's only. Not ever need to write that program or that set of codes again and again for the same instance. You just need to call that function only. Okay, so we called it, and our output will be what? Hello world. Okay, so these are all about the PHP functions too. Thank you.